phrase I'm going to immortalize at Robbie Gonzalez. At Robbie. So at Robbie says, hey, what about a team? At Robbie Gonzalez can't understand your world. Why do you need to impress upon him that he can't understand it? What, dare I say, facing your NFL mortality to the point that you're starting to get a little queasy about it? Yes. You have to respond to at Robbie Gonzalez. You have no idea what world I live in, right?
Also, I think I'm going to use the audio. Oh, no, can't do that. I think I'm going to use the audio from that, so do your best to speak up, I guess. From
Okay.
like, when I put this on YouTube, I'm going to use that audio only, because I'm getting complaints about our mouths not matching up, which is just outrageous to me, because I put it...
Yeah, but it's probably some weird. I don't even know what that would be, but it's probably some weird shit.
I
where,
think
you
it's-
can't, it just doesn't like. It has to be like that. I don't know. But that kind of makes sense. It almost seems too easy if you could just match it up like that. Does that make sense? Even though it sounds like perfect logic, but it sounds too easy.
Test.
Hello.
Test. We're super low. I mean, the thing is, I don't want us too high. Say something?
Hello.
I don't want us too high. I'll mess with the audio if we're too low, but I don't want us too high because we like hurt the mics, I think.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. But episode 68. Game face. Okay. Welcome back to Robcity. My name is Robbie Gonzalez. It's cold as balls, and with me as usual is my co-host Camilo.
How you guys doing?
Hey YouTube, what's up? Nice. That one's just for. I'm not gonna say what we just did. That was only for YouTube.
No.
Shout out.
Little pause.
Shout out. Okay, if you're listening to the podcast, that's cool too. Dude, it's so cold, man.
It is pretty cold.
It's
I thought you
so
like it though.
I
You're
like-
only the guy that likes it.
I do. I like cold, but it's so cold.
You just don't have any heat.
Yeah, the other night, it's like 2 a.m. and I turn on the heater, and like the heater shoots out like dust or whatever, heaters do when they haven't been turned on in a while. And like my fire alarm went off right away. And I live in an apartment, so it's like, it beeped like twice, and my anxiety shot through the roof. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, like I'm waking people up. People will think there's a fire. People are gonna be running out of their house, like apartments, whatever. And so I like fucking got a dish towel, and I just waved it in front of the fire alarm, just like make it go
Make it
off.
turn it off?
Yeah, it went off pretty quick, but I was just like broke a sweat and everything.
You gotta unplug it. I don't think I have a working fire alarm in my apartment right now. And if someone came in, that's like a big fine. But there's not a single fire alarm working in my apartment.
I believe you. I
On
believe
purpose.
that's a very.
We've done it on purpose. We like cooked the first time we cooked steak. We keep on going, so we had to do it. And every single one we've had to like take them out. Even the ones in my room.
And you don't like live in your room, is that why you
Oh
said
yeah,
that?
but Freddy's too. But whatever, we're fine.
Um,
You gotta take those out. Those things are
I
useless.
guess, dude. Comment down below if you think.
Maybe the California people really need those.
What do you mean? Oh gosh.
Well, that
I don't know if that was a joke. or
It
not.
wasn't really a joke. It was just kind of like
It sounded like it felt like a joke.
maybe a little bit.
It felt like a joke.
Stocks out to the
T's and P's.
Well, I don't know. Peas. Are you a pea guy?
Yeah.
You're a pea guy? When's the last time you peed?
Today.
Really?
Yeah.
You kneel down and you pee to.
We're gonna say pray. Pray. Thoughts and prayers. Yes, I pray. Okay.
You pray for them?
No, not for them.
Damn.
But I guess next time I do pray, which might be today, might be tomorrow. I usually pray at least like once every 2 days. I should be every day, sure, but like once every 2 days. Next time I knee down, as you say, for a prayer, I will say for the people who are displaced from their homes from the wildfires in California.
There's a bunch of them, yeah.
I don't think anyone's gotten like hurt or died, right?
I
Hopefully.
bet they have, but I don't know.
Definitely.
For some reason, it sounds like it's a lot of like the really nice areas.
Yeah, the
But
celebrities.
that can't
Only be the people.
Yeah, it can't be just be true. But
You're right.
animals and stuff.
The Astros lost the World Series in 7 games.
That was a good World Series.
People are starting to ask, like, is home field advantage really an
Dude,
advantage?
what was that? Is that a baseball thing? No.
No.
It's baseball.
The city of Houston is to blame for this loss.
But they did the same thing. We swept them in Washington.
Why did we have home field advantage? You know what I mean? Like, that's our fault for getting home field advantage.
Yeah,
We
that's
should have known.
But that's a crazy. Is that? Did Joe Buck say that? That's the first time a team has
I heard
won
like
all 4 away games.
EFT said it or something. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's like the first World Series to a home team never won a game, which is sucks, dude. I mean, all my friends on Twitter were like really upset, but you know how I feel about baseball. It's just.
But this was. Didn't you like this one? I thought the Nationals. Honestly, I might be more of a Nationals fan than I thought. They're good, dude. Did you see how cool they are?
Well, to be honest, no. Just because I watched game 1 and 2 and we lost, and I said I'm done. Like if I don't watch, they'll win.
They're good.
I didn't watch 3 games in a row, so I really don't. Juan Soto, I saw him game 1, game 2, or whatever.
Dude, how cool is Juan Soto?
I mean, I like him.
He's awesome.
Everyone hates him on Twitter, but I like
that shit he does where he like after every bat he like kind of like does some crazy shit at the pitcher or the catcher. He's just like, well, like yeah, that's not shit, and he like just get right back in. It's so cool.
Interesting.
He's like 21. He's so cool.
I know he's young.
The other guy that like was dope was Rendon. Rendon. Did you see Rendon?
Yeah.
The Houston guy.
Yeah. My former boss is friends with his parents. Like
That's
they go
crazy.
to church with his parents.
That's
and stuff.
amazing. Dude, he was the opposite of Soto, where he was like just fucking clay face, like cold. He would just. Did you see the I think Big Cat.
I stopped watching.
Okay, but did you Big Cat retweeted like this stat that Fox put up, which was like in elimination games and all the elimination games or something of this postseason. They just put up his stats and it was like home run, double, walk, double, home run, home run. Yeah, it's like he's been like a robot. Like,
don't you love that name too?
It's dope.
Rendon.
Yeah, he's dope. They're a cool team, and then like I think we're dope too. Like I like all our guys, but I didn't know I would like them as much as I thought I would. They're cool.
You wrecked the Astros.
And like they do that thing to us. They did it again.
Oh, the train thing.
Yeah. Like I think it's Kendrick's thing or something.
You lost, dude. I mean.
Yeah.
We gotta take it. You gotta sit there and take it. But sorry, Astros fans. Baseball sucks anyway.
It was fun. I like it. But yeah, I'm not a huge.
I stopped watching after game 2, and I didn't watch a single game. I blame Daniel Finn. Shout out Dan.
Big baseball fan.
Yeah, I think so. He's a big Astros fan. We didn't watch the games. Like we told, I'm not watching. He said I'm not watching. And then like he watched like game. He went to a bar and watched game 6, and they lost game 6, and jinxed him for game 7. Like, but I didn't. I know the reason the Astros lost wasn't my fault, and I can sleep at night.
Okay.
Can you? That's the listeners. I turned to the camera and everything too. What else, dude? Peaky Blinders.
You like Peaky Blinders?
I was about to do like my English accent, just like.
it.
Dude, I'm like sitting there, like I watch Peaky Blinders, and like someone like says something to Tommy Shelby, and I'm like, watch the way you fucking talk to like. I'll be the one saying it. Like it's not even like I'm just talking to the TV. I'm going crazy, but it's a cool show. Dude. He's like the.
Is the main girl still in there? Like the girl that he was in love with?
No spoilers, no. But it's a good show. It's what was I gonna say? Basically, it's like he's the Tony Soprano of fucking post World War I England.
Yeah.
He's like just a mob boss. The Peaky Blinders is basically a mob, but they just all corrupt and everything and do whatever they want. And they make enemies of people and people die and they're always shooting and Tommy's always killing people. It's a good show. I mean, it's one of those shows like I'll like play like computer game. I'll play like on my laptop and watch it at the same time because you don't necessarily need every scene and you don't necessarily need like every detail. But like as long as you're like 75% paying attention to it, it's a good show.
You were right about that. But yeah, it is a good show. Is it almost over?
They just got renewed for 2 more seasons.
Damn, so no.
Yeah, and this is season 5. It just came out a month ago. So I'm about to be all caught up, and then they just got renewed for 2 more seasons.
You were right about
most of the time.
Paul Rudd show.
What?
Pretty depressing. Kind of like, yeah. Like I didn't get that vibe in the first episode or 2 for some reason.
No.
And then like right when you said that, it shifted. And then the end, like all right. So this is my take on it. It's a good show. Pretty depressing.
This is living with yourself.
Yeah, pretty depressing. good show. In the end, they just didn't like it. They shit the bed in the third act. Like they had no idea what to do at the end.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate that. That sucks.
So it kind of like it does leave you with a bad taste. But if I'm being honest with myself, I enjoyed like
most of it.
Yeah, because it does like do little cool things where it'll dive into something. Oh, you know. Oh, you gotta put it in there. My bad. But yeah, you were right about that. It is a little depressing.
Philly here, dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm back. Okay, well, it's just Paul Rudd, dude. It's just Paul Rudd. Just like that's the only kind of acting
He did good.
he can do.
I
It's
thought.
depressing.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, role models. He was depressed.
Okay. I see what you're going. Like the straight, he plays the way he plays the straight man in a comedy duo is like the depressed guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see that.
Which I mean, he does
It works for
well.
him.
I like
It
him.
works
I
for
like
him.
Paul
People
Rudd.
love
Big fan of Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
But
I
just think he's like a niche character.
He killed it on Hot Ones.
Yeah, he did.
Killed it.
And he got that meme going.
Yeah.
We talked about that last week.
I don't know, but he killed it. You know who I just saw that did really good on that
Nick
too?
Offerman.
Yeah.
I just watched his this morning.
Really
so.
good. I liked it.
He's kind of an ass.
Yeah, but
But so I mean, like I half listened, and I was like, I don't know.
really.
I don't like him that much.
I didn't even. I mean, like I know what you're saying with the ass, but him being an ass, but I didn't get that. Like I
Vibe
didn't.
from him,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, no. I thought he was being really like great and gracious and nice.
Yeah, he was being, which I mean, it's Sean, dude. Sean Evans can't be an ass to Sean Evans.
Why? Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. I guess. But like everybody really likes that guy more than like I seem to understand myself. Where it's like I get it. Like he's
just
cool, but like do
it's-
people come for Sean Evans? That's my question. Like is that part of the reason some people? And I'm not even saying like
I
celebrities.
think
but, like,
now.
Jesus.
Sean Evans has like wormed his way into
That's
everyone's
crazy.
brains,
That's
so where
really
they're
cool.
like,
Good
can't
for
wait
him.
to see if Sean says my favorite line today. Watch your eyes, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, if we don't know what we're talking about, I'm talking about Hot Ones, the show about hot wings and even harder questions. Or wait,
Is that
how it goes?
Something like that.
I might have messed it up. Might be the other way around. But it's a show on YouTube that a guest comes and they eat like 12 spicy wings, progressively being hotter, and it's a great show just because like Sean does a great job. The research team, I don't know if it's Sean by himself. I'm sure he has more people to help him, but
Yeah.
the research team just has these very, very great formulated questions, and they deep dive into the guest past and history, and they ask him like these very, very specific old questions, and the guests are always pretty surprised by the thorough research for the interview, and they're also eating hot wings, so it's like you're asking these very intimate personal questions about like a middle school teacher while this guy is or this woman is, dying from eating spicy wings. And so it's like it really breaks down a lot of barriers and breaks down a lot of walls, so they have to be honest with Sean, the host. So it's a great show. I recommend it. Moving on. Moving on. Just chatting on Twitch. I've been streaming since I've been like my sleep schedule's been a little off. I've been up at like 5 a.m. and I've been streaming on Twitch. Just because it's like 5 a.m. like not a lot of people are awake, but the ones who are looking for someone to watch. And so like I'll have some viewers and people jump in my chat and like just talk to me while I play, and like they're real nice, dude. I met like 3 people just in my chat, just like, oh, what's up, dude? Oh, like, good try, and just like I'll just talk, dude.
Is it 5 a.m. for them too? You think?
One guy is like an hour ahead. One guy is like in Europe, like, and then this morning I like made breakfast, but you can stream from your phone and just video anything. It's called Just Chatting. You can like literally walk around live stream with your phone, like you can with like Instagram and Periscope, everything else. But I made breakfast, and some guy just watched me make breakfast, and like he just typed in the chat like, "Oh, looks good, dude."
Pointer? Did he give you some pointer?
No, but he like gave suggestions of other people who cooked on Twitch, and like, "Oh, you should join these people. Like they cook and they help you cook too." And like, that's awesome, man. So if you want to see me just like fuck around with my life, it's twitch.tv/RobCity69. Robcity was taken. Robcity7 was taken as too. So I was like, Robcity69 works.
Well, with the funny one, huh?
I mean, I was like, oh, people are gonna think like I'm immature, but I'm like, no, it's just one away from 7. That kind of.
All right.
Kind of 7D.
How early did you wake up this morning?
4 a.m.
That's pretty early.
Yeah, but
What does it feel like? It's dark out.
it just feels like a normal day.
It's cold as shit.
Yeah, it's cold. I take a
It
little
was
shower.
so cold this morning.
Yeah, dude. You're telling me I was awake. Like,
It was like the
I was in
coldest
bed
it's ever
freezing.
been.
So my heater. We talked about my heater not working
Yeah.
on this podcast.
Yes.
So whatever, but like it's cold, dude.
It's freaking cold.
I was like aching. I was like, I can't turn the heater on. Like I turned every fan off I had in the apartment. Like I was like, what do I do? And I was like, screw it. And I got up and I just turned the hot shower on. I went and stood in the shower for 30 minutes, and like chill. Like oh my goodness. Like honestly,
When you mentioned Halloween, is that a big? I didn't do anything, but I'm just saying. What's your take on Halloween? You don't like
I
Halloween?
don't.
You hate Halloween, right?
Yeah. I don't like
Halloween
Halloween.
much either, but I don't dislike it. It's kind of cool.
I'm starting not to dislike it, but I'm still like.
Don't you get a cool feeling?
No.
Really? You don't feel a little spooky?
Am I trying to feel spooky?
No, it just kind of like comes like Thriller
Ooh.
played yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, oh my! I was just like, oh my
Michael
god,
Jackson.
this is perfect. Like, dun, dun, dun. Dude, it gave me like a, I don't know. Maybe I gotta be like I could be a little bit more mischievous that day.
Mischievous.
Mischievous.
Mischievous. You can say both. I think mischievous sounds like you know what you're talking about. Mischievous is just like the right way to say it.
Yeah, I know.
The freaking Peaky Blinders, everyone says like different things.
Oh, dude, I love the way they talk.
Iodine, like iodine, but it's like
Yeah.
iodine, whatever.
Condominium. They say some stupid shit over there. That's so dumb.
That was good. That was a good word to pick. What else? Up early, whatever. What's your favorite color?
Oh yeah, I forgot we were doing that.
Mm.
Red.
Red? Why?
I don't know. I've always liked it since I was a kid. It's like
Like
I
this
think it
kind
looks
of red?
good
It's
on-
a little burnt red.
yeah, kind of, but
Crimson.
I wouldn't. Well, it's not that that's not it, but no, just like
A brighter red?
yeah, like maybe kind of like the cougar red, I guess, or something like that, like that type of red. Yeah, I think first for a bunch of reasons. I think it's like I like how I look in red. I think girls look really good. It might be like the hottest thing a girl can wear,
Sure.
red or something.
Ladies. Now you know.
No, you know, and I think that's about it. It's just kind of sick. Like I like the little like, I mean, the more you like read into like your own favorite color, you can like make it cool.
I'll look
It's like
into it.
fiery
I'll do a report for next episode.
fiery
It'll be like Camilla means
Blood and
he
yeah,
wants to kill everyone.
could mean that.
Murderous
Could mean I'm
tendencies.
more romantic. Could mean
Could. I don't.
You don't
Could be.
think
I don't know.
oh,
I don't think I want to know. You're gonna ask me what my favorite color?
yes. Here we go. What's your favorite color?
I don't know. I don't think I have.
Jesus, you son of a bitch! You put that
Set him up
segment in
to
there
knock
just,
him down.
just for
Set him
that.
up to knock him down.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that kind of guy.
Yeah, I know. Colors are.
I don't pick
see
colors.
color.
What am I, 5?
I don't know, dude. That's a good question. I always look
You
better.
thought of it.
I know, and I was
Alright.
like, I'm just gonna answer on the spot, and then I got on the spot, and I can't do it.
Pat yourself on the
Most of my
back
life.
though.
Blue maybe. Blue's easy. Blue's like comforting. I look good in blue.
Pretty sad though, dude.
Yeah, but that's me too.
No,
That's
not
something. For some reason, I found the tendency just to find the sad in everything. Happy
That's not
moments
true.
can be sad.
That's not true.
Me?
No. Sometimes I guess, but that's not necessarily your
You
persona.
don't think?
No, I wouldn't hang out with you if you were just the down.
Eeyore? The Eeyore of the
Jesus, man,
group?
that guy sucks. God
Dude,
damn
Eeyore
it.
just had a rough day, dude.
Like, go, dude, just go fuck yourself. Man, that guy sucks. Man, we're not gonna make it. Go. God damn
Shut
it.
the fuck up,
Yeah,
Eeyore.
Jesus,
God,
man.
I'm trying to fucking...
We're trying to get
I'm trying to
lit.
help fucking Piglet, man. Fucking Tigger's on cocaine,
God
man.
damn it.
Shut up.
Yeah,
We don't need
Eeyore
that.
sucks. I agree.
Yeah. Okay, well, try not to be Eeyore. But I think blue. I don't know why.
Looks like a.
Well, it just felt comfortable, home. It's like
Yeah.
homey,
It
you know,
is.
safe.
It's a good color.
You know, orange for Longhorns, whatever. Burnt orange for Longhorns. I mean, I'm trying to think of like any other color. I'm just like, you know what? I love that color. Green, maybe. Green's like if I don't want to pick blue.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like intelligent.
We all have seen
Alright.
Meet the Parents
Yeah,
or
and then
whatever.
like money, obviously. Greedy too.
Greedy. Not me. Couldn't be me.
No, you're not that greedy.
I need to make some money though.
Yeah.
I do. I mean,
Oh yeah.
that's a fact.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's not
Oh
even
yeah.
greedy.
We yeah. No, say me too.
Let's start to break. I think I answered the question, right? Blue is good now.
Yeah. Blue and red.
Wow, dude. Opposites as well.
Is that opposite?
Gross.
Primary colors?
Maybe. Is blue and red opposites? Comment down below.
No.
Okay, let's go to break and come back with Alexa and your stories.
Just
Alright.
a story.
I thought it was 2 stories.
It's just one story. Maybe some advice after.
You're giving advice or
No,
you're taking
guys.
advice?
Yeah, like you give me advice.
I
maybe
guess
you listen,
stay
it'd
tuned
be
for
nice.
this. What's on
Oh,
about to
hey,
play?
what the?
Robbie,
what
throw to break now. Go. Bye.
No excitement.
Hey Alexa, let's play Jeopardy.
This is Jeopardy! And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. And welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for joining us again. Here are the clues for the Jeopardy round.
The first category is a shroom with a view. Also called golden needle mushroom, this small cap, long stem mushroom goes well with ramen.
What is shiitake mushroom?
No, the correct response was what is enoki? The category is named for a president. In 1999, CIA headquarters was named for this president and former CIA director.
Who is Hoover?
That's not it. The correct response was who is George H.W.
Oh,
Bush.
I knew
Yeah,
that.
Our third Jeopardy category is a fashionable category. This conical hat with a tassel is named for a city in Morocco.
What is a tutu? Jesus.
No, that's incorrect. The correct response was what is Fez. The category is the UN reports. According to a 2019 UN report, this continent has the largest growth rate of businesses owned by women.
Oh shit.
What is Europe?
No.
No, that's
Scandinavia.
incorrect.
It's
The
not a
correct
continent.
response was what is Africa. The
You
next
what?
category is their main musical instrument. It's the main instrument of Wynton Marsalis.
What
We're
is-
getting creamed out here. What is the?
Oboe.
Again, the category is their main musical instrument. It's the main instrument of Wynton Marsalis.
What is the oboe?
That's not true.
No, the correct response was what is trumpet. The
When?
category is BC. The response has the initials B, C. This Roman Catholic Institute of Higher Learning is in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts.
What is Boston College? First right one, dude.
Good job.
Let's move on to
We're
double Jeopardy.
not doing well. We did
Today's
that last
seventh
week.
category is
Those are
to
so
know
hard.
German. Of Romansh, German, or Italian, it's the predominant language spoken in Bern.
What is Latin? What?
Yeah. I don't even know what the question is, but let's go with that.
Sorry, the correct response was what is German. Our eighth category is big and small screen classics. Arnold Schwarzenegger proclaims, if it bleeds, we can kill it, in this 1987 action film.
You got it. You got it.
Please respond in the form
I
of a
think it's
question,
Predator.
starting
No.
with phrases like, who is or what is?
What is predator?
Correct.
Oh.
Our ninth category is agriculture. In 2019, the USDA reported this state is the nation's largest producer of oranges.
California or Florida?
I think it's fuck. It could be California.
Yes, that's it. The
Which
10th
one?
category is contractions.
We'll
In
take
1993, this controversial contraction was added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
What is inked?
Good job.
Whoa.
Today's 11th Jeopardy category is the National Book Awards. 2013 winner, The Good Lord Bird, by James McBride, chronicles this Harper's Ferry rate leader.
Who is Rockefeller?
Sorry, the correct response was who is John Brown. Our final category is BC. Mark Antony's defeat at this 31 BC battle gave Augustus full control of the Roman Empire.
Who is?
No, it's a battle.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like I should know this.
No, the correct response was what is Actium.
All right, let's see how you did today.
You've got 4 out of 12 clues
Let's
correct
go.
today. Today's
We
clues
started-
must have been tough.
That's pretty good.
We
Your
started
score
0 for
might seem
4.
low, but you did better than our players' average score today. Your game time for today is 4 minutes and 6 seconds.
That was pretty quick.
There are 4 days to catch up on. Would you like to catch up on those clues?
No.
You're dead. Okay.
No, good.
I don't think so.
We kinda
we did much
Glued it
better
together
last
at the
week.
end, and then she gave us like a nice little tip, or like a nice little
Yeah, freebie.
attaboy where she said, like that was hard.
What?
Like we did better than the average or something.
Whatever. I don't know. One day we're gonna get all 12, and
No.
we like fully
No.
out.
No.
It's just gonna be one of those like Slumdog Millionaires, dude. Both of us, right down the line. You're gonna remember. You're gonna know 6 from your childhood or something. I'm gonna know 6 from my childhood. So boom, lineup starts. I heard you got yourself into a situation this week. Tell us about that.
Do you want to hear about it?
I have to say yes. But the camera stopped.
Well, yeah, but we no.
I can't say no. I'm only like an ass.
But I don't know. You don't have to hear about it.
Please tell me.
Wow.
I want to. Once a year. Just tell the people the story.
All right. So, no, I guess I should preface it by saying that this doesn't happen, or I don't think it happens to anybody all the time, but like no one should think that if anybody hasn't understood the Milo vibe yet, I'm not like this playboy or whatever. Just that's a quick little preface, because I think
Okay.
sometimes this story might come across as narcissistic.
Okay.
But that's the only
Good
thing I'll preface
preface.
it with.
Good
You think so?
preface, yeah.
I thought you were gonna get mad with a little preface. You were gonna be like, dude, just get on with it.
That was my first thought.
Just do it.
But well, you got me hooked with the Playboy thing. So
Okay, but you agree with that, right?
Is Milo a Playboy?
Like they've gotten that like
what?
vibe that I'm not like this guy that just like
Yeah, the
Okay.
vibes you put off are definitely not like women come to me.
okay. Neither, but hey, just to make it clear, neither.
Hey,
are
you don't know.
I'm just letting you know. Now that we're fucking
So-
putting it clear. All right.
So
So I was at a friend's place. So I was at a friend's place in downtown, Rainy.
okay, downtown Rainy, friends place.
At Rainy.
You're
It's
at
like-
Rainy.
Yes, it's high rise. I go there. I like to
It's
go
high
there a lot.
rise.
It's a
he
high
lives
rise.
on Rainy on a
Yeah,
high
it's
rise.
got floor to ceiling windows, beautiful view.
It sounds
It's
beautiful.
awesome.
Rainy's,
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really cool. The only downside to living there is you hear the music a lot, so I'm sure that gets annoying, but
Sure, but I mean,
it's really nice. So we were just there, we were gonna watch the game, because my friend, second friend was in town, his name's Chrissy.
okay. And then
Christian, but we'll refer to him as Chrissy in the story, okay?
you go by Kami.
I go by, huh?
You go by.
They
Kami.
they call me over there, they call me Kami, but I'm gonna call myself Milo in this story, I'm not really sure. We're sidetracking a little bit.
That's
Vince
fine.
is the one that lives in Austin,
Vince.
with the Rainy place.
Have I met
Christian,
Vince?
Huh?
I've met all your friends one time. One night I met all these little groups.
I think so. Especially these two, because these are like these guys. I mean, Vince lives here and Christian comes down a lot, so
Okay.
you definitely.
So what's going on?
So we were just hanging. Well, like I showed up there. Christian's staying with Vince. We're like waiting to watch the game. I think so. We go down to buy some wine, and I was hungry. And I've been there before, like a bunch of times, and they have down like right below. It's like a dope ass like rich area for young people basically. So they have this grocery store right underneath their place. It's super expensive, but it's awesome. Like it really does have like the eggs are only like fair trade eggs, and like they have like cheeses from like they bring cheeses, but they're expensive, really expensive shit. Whatever. It's a dope grocery store.
Absolutely.
We're just walking.
Keep going.
You can stop me.
What's fair trade mean?
I mean, I just made that up.
That's the question.
But I just felt like the chicken is a really good chicken. Like you know
Sure.
its name and stuff.
Kevin.
Yeah, like he's a good guy. He produces. So it has to be a girl. It has to be a girl.
He works at fucking 8 to
Well, he's just a good guy. He eats good.
Yeah. Never puts any trouble.
No, doesn't cheat
puts
on
the
anyone.
eggs in.
Yeah,
I
just
think
lives his life.
I think females are the only ones.
They do. They don't. Well, whatever.
This story will never go.
Make it to the end.
I'm just so curious about everything. Just go.
Okay.
Don't let me stop you.
So we went in, went out to pick some wine. We got some wine. Yeah, I was just the only one getting Cuban, so we just picked up some wine, went to the line.
Cuban?
A Cuban sandwich. They're
What they
dope
call
there. Really, what's so dope about it? Yeah, but they call it Cuban. It's just called Cuban. But yeah, it's called a Cubano, I guess if you
I've
want to
had
say
a
it in Spanish.
Cubano before.
They're delicious. And they don't make them like authentically there. It's just like in the fridge, but they have this awesome spicy mayo that just tastes really good with it. So I always like it.
Big mayo guy, we know that about you.
But spicy mayo, this one was delicious. But yeah, I am a big mayo guy. So we're all in line. Chrissy, the friend from out of town, was first. And then there's right away, like right when we get in the line, there's this beautiful tan girl, like in the register. She's the one, beautiful,
I like
like
her,
Austin
right?
vibe. She has no bra. Yeah, I meant to describe her a little more. No bra and like this perfect like Austin shirt, and then jeans.
Just hot.
Ju-
Hot girl.
Yeah, but like, I don't want to describe her too much from the beginning, but kind of like Julia Roberts vibe. Where like, where are you unique and nothing like, nothing where like you get this.
It's interesting.
Yes, very strikingly interesting
Okay.
beauty. Not like,
Ooh.
not like.
Ooh, I'm in love.
Doesn't not like, for example, no makeup. If that helps you out,
Yeah,
shit like that, like different.
I'm picturing it. I think you've drawn a
Okay.
great picture of her so far.
And then listen to what she was doing. Christian was first, right? He was the one with 2 bottles of wine, and I was getting the Cuban, and then Vince was behind me in third. Christian, she right away when we walk up, all she's doing is just pretty much staring Christian down, but not in like a mean way, more in like a silly way. She's not necessarily like cracking a huge smile, but there's definitely like some sort of a playful grin.
Smart guy.
What I think she was doing was kind of like playing chicken with Christian, or like all of us really, and seeing like if he would get nervous and be awkward
By a
around.
pretty girl.
Yeah, and so Christian was first. Obviously, he did. Which I told him after, I was like, dude, if I was first, like it was only lucky that you went first. Like if I was first, anybody would have done what you did in that situation. There was. There's no way to not get thrown off. Nothing. He just like kind of did it for a second. He didn't really understand what was going on. Then he broke eye contact, got all nervous, and he didn't do anything like terribly bad, but he lost.
Sure.
Like there's no.
There's
He
a
lost. Yes, there's a game to. There was some. She was playing some sort of game, and he fucking lost it. I'll tell you that. So he bought the wine. It kind of made it awkward and walked off to the side. Christian was done. I was second though. So I walk up, and I'm doing basically what she did to Christian and is now doing to me, back to her. So like we're playing, at least now like we're playing the same game, and then right away I say something to like break the tension where I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Like I don't know what's happening, but I'll just get a Cuban. And she's like, okay. And so like she works there. She works there. We're still like staring each other. Wait, give me a second. Okay. We're still staring each other down, smiling in this weird like silly way. And then I say get a Cuban. I've been there a bunch of times. They've never asked for my name before, but maybe it's a new thing they're doing. She asked for my name. I said Camilo, like I just said, and she did this weird thing where like she's never heard that before, so she kind of wanted like an explanation. So I started to spell it out, and then I go, actually, because this is something that I like picked up a year ago. I don't need to go back into that, but I said actually it's Camilo in Spanish, and she lights up and like starts speaking to me in Spanish. She goes, oh, where are you from? All in Spanish, right? And so I say Colombia, and I can tell right away. What?
I've like called you out for this on this podcast to be like, oh, we speak Spanish. It
worked. Give me a second, dude. We're not even
okay.
at like the great part yet. So we're talking back and forth Spanish. I noticed that she speaks Spanish better than like the average gringo that'll just be like, oh, you speak Spanish? Tell me something Spanish. She speaks well. I don't think she's native or anything, but she speaks well. So I asked her, I was like, how do you speak Spanish so well? School? And she goes,
Escuela?
And she goes, yeah. And that's exactly what I said. This was all in Spanish. And she goes back, but this way you would have been Vince, my third friend. He was behind me, remember? Because he doesn't speak Spanish, but he understands it. So she answers back to, where did you learn Spanish so well? School? She goes, no. My boyfriend's Argentinian, and I spent a year in Spain. And Vince understood novio in Spanish and was like novio, like, and he goes like boyfriend, kind of. And I right away did I shook my head in disappointment, like God damn. And she noticed, and then I said, then I'll just take the Cuban again. And she cracks up. Vince cracks up. It was like the coolest thing I've ever said or done. It was amazing. And then wait a second. So take that in, because I just want them to understand too that like I don't do that. Like,
Woo!
I've never
You're
been
quick.
that cool.
You're pretty
Maybe,
quick
but
on
I'm
something.
not like that.
No, I agree.
I've never been that impressed with
I
myself.
would have never. No.
That
With
was
a
like a
woman?
once in a lifetime. Like I hit it from 3 points on
Yeah.
buzzer beater. It was the best thing I've ever done. Whatever. We'll move on. She loved it, by the way. Vince helped back me up because he laughed his ass off too.
Yeah.
Christian was out of the whole picture.
Yeah.
I think he was in fucking.
He
like,
got fucking.
He was already drinking and raining. So he was done. Because he literally
Yeah.
for the rest of the story he doesn't really.
There's more to the story?
Yes, he's not observed. Dude, the story only gets
Finish
better.
it. Finish
Alright,
it.
so I do that, right? And I'm like, kind of already know I'm like vibing and like feeling it. And what she proceeds to do, all making the Cuban is pulling it out of the refrigerator and putting it in like this panini maker.
Oh, jalapenos.
She makes, it was like the best heating up of a sandwich I've ever seen in my life. So
Okay.
what she did was, it takes like 5 minutes probably to do the whole thing. For the first 4 minutes, she just like picked it out of the refrigerator and put it in the fridge. But the whole time she was doing like this, like not like excessive, but just like this sexy little like Austin, like just dancing around,
Sure.
like with her face, with
Yeah.
her butt facing me. So she knew we were watching. And then, no doubt. And then as like she's checking to see if it's ready and like ready to pull it out, she bends over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your mic's on. Your mic's on.
She bends over in a way that like there's no way you needed to check that Cuban for that long, especially in that
So
position.
she's just like, okay.
For sure. And she did it for so long. She did it for like 30 seconds. For the first 10 seconds, I felt awkward and I didn't know what to do. And then the last 20 seconds, I was like, dude, this is for me.
Sure.
So I kind of just like stood there and no,
For herself.
it definitely was. Maybe she's just messing with me, but she was definitely messing with me. So I just like stood there, and then she folded up and turns around and smiles and goes, ciao. And I walk away and we leave.
Didn't pay. You robbed her.
I paid at the beginning. And we walk away. We leave and all we talk about, like we're going to watch the game, all we talk about is her. Vince is like just as like thrown off. Yeah, just like what the fuck was that? Like we gotta go back down. It was crazy. So all we decided to do is drink the wine we had and then come back down and see if she like when she gets off.
Yeah.
So we do that. It's like 4 or 5 now and she's off. Because
Yeah.
this was at 2. And so we come back and she's off. And like I asked the guy and he's like, yeah, dude, she's I know who you're talking about. She's off. And so I was like, okay.
You asked about it?
Yeah. Is that weird? I don't think that's weird. It might get. Look, this is where I need like some advice. I don't honestly think I ever get weird, but you guys can let me know if I do. I guess.
What's the question? What's the advice?
Yeah, we'll get there. So this was on Saturday, right? So I go back on Saturday evening. She's not there. Christian's still in town. I wake up Sunday, and the first thing I do is to text both of them because they're staying at Vince's to go check if she was there again. And Christian does, and she's there. Whoa! Don't start doing that. Don't start doing that.
I just go continue.
Fine.
I didn't say
So
anything.
he goes and checks, and she is there. She's wearing like a pink shirt this time.
Wow.
And so Christian comes over to my place. We hang out for like a couple hours, and he leaves to go back home. And as like when I basically kick him out so I can go go back to the grocery store to see her again. And this time my plan is just to like, it really wasn't that. I don't know. What I came up with was to go up and just basically like say hi in a playful way, be like, "Are you still with your boyfriend?" And it was just yesterday, so I just thought it'd be like a funny way of just being like, yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I did. I went there. She wasn't there though. I was like, damn. So I just go in there and order a pizza. As they're heating up the pizza for me, she comes in from like taking out the trash. She sees me. She walks around for a little bit. Comes up to me and says hi. I say hi, all in Spanish. I ask her right
You
away.
say hi in Spanish. Do you say hola or do you say bueno?
Oh,
Oh, okay. Can you say bueno? Bueno.
yeah, but like we don't use it that much, and that's more when you're like answering a phone or like someone. You wouldn't walk up to saying bueno. It's a weird thing.
Okay.
But-
Good to know. Good to know.
So I think all this is like kind of key, like the fact that she walked up to me and said hi first. Like she didn't act either embarrassed or annoyed or weirded out that I was there the second time.
Yeah.
Like she didn't do any of the weird, because I was checking for all that too. I don't want to be creepy, but so I asked her. I was like, "Are you still with your boyfriend?" And she kind of like laughed, but she was also pretty surprised. And then she kind of just like was just like, "Yeah, of course." And I was like, "You like him?" And she said, "Yes, I love him." Or "Sí, me encanta" in Spanish. And that's when she kind of started walking around. She was like, yeah. But like that's the vibe where I just got where she was just like, yeah, like I don't know what she really meant by that, but whatever. That's how the second encounter ended. and then I went back on Wednesday.
What is this guy doing, dude?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing? You're stalking this guy.
No. That's what I wanted to know if they think, because the third, I've always been.
Dude.
All right.
You finished the story.
No, you can stop.
Third encounter, dude. What is happening?
The third encounter went.
You said this story only gets better.
Oh well, no, not for me.
Oh, then for who? For us? For the listener? What
Yeah, I
happened?
just think it's
You
intriguing.
went back Wednesday, and what did you do?
All right. Well, I didn't give you one thing I should have done when I came back and I asked multiple people is instead of saying, "Are you still with your boyfriend?" in the second encounter right away, I should have either said a couple things first. I shouldn't have led with it and been so forward. And what I think the line was, I should have asked her if that's how she makes Cubans for everybody.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that a great line?
Sure.
But I didn't.
It took you a week to think of it.
No, it took me 30 minutes after, you piece of shit. But whatever. So I went back the third time, and the third time is just because she's kind of been in my. This is gonna sound weird, but she's been in my head a long time, or for the whole week.
Sure,
so I just
women are.
Sure. So I went back and I just wanted to see what her I wasn't even gonna. I didn't really say anything. I wasn't gonna ask her anything weird or anything. I just wanted to see what her reaction would be, and her reaction was I don't know, kind of, definitely not angry, and definitely not what the fuck are you doing back here, or dude, I'm gonna have to tell my boss about this. Nothing like that. She was just nervous to see me, kind of. She was whoa, hi, and then yeah. So I don't really know what to interpret from that.
Did y'all talk? Did y'all say anything?
That was that one was weird. That one was just a quick. I just wanted to see what her
Okay. You didn't say anything to her.
Cause I mean, I ordered the Cuban and shit, but nothing hey, you want to get drinks after or anything?
You didn't say that.
I think that's my last move.
I think you quit.
Some people have been saying that.
I think you quit.
Okay.
Dude, dude, I can't. I have great advice, I think.
Okay.
You won after game one. After round one, you won. You won the encounter.
Yeah, okay.
You would have been stuck in her head. You should have quit. You should have quit while you were ahead. I mean, I understand, at some point I'm bad at giving advice because I'm not, hooking up with women left and right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's when you reach a woman out of your league, you gotta, pretend you're out of their league.
Yeah.
In a sense of, if you win an interaction as great as a line as, then I'll just take the Cuban. If you hit the 3 at the end of the game, you don't ask to play another game.
Why not?
Because you won.
Fair enough, but this is how
And there's no ship. She has a novio. You have to get her second thinking, damn, do I really love my novio?
Yeah, exactly.
That would have happened if you gave her that time.
I don't know if there's any way of not.
I want to praise you for whoa, dude, you could have met the woman in your dreams. You could have you saw this beautiful woman, you hit the game winner, you hit the line on her, and then you thought about her the whole time. It just built up. Holy shit, maybe I can turn this into a win. No, dude, you gotta take that small victory and walk away from the game forever.
I don't know.
I feel like I said, at some point this advice is bad because at some point you're gonna meet a woman and you're gonna try this hard and you're gonna win her over, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's what we all hope to happen. But at some point, a third time? You wouldn't sell her a third time, dude? I thought second time was bad.
No.
I think, it's not bad. Like I said, I think, beautiful women have a way of doing this to you. But at the same time, dude, you won.
I agree.
And then you just threw it all back to her. You could never see this woman again in your life.
But that's
you gotta find a new one.
First of all, I kind of understand what you're saying, but when you say threw it all back to her, it's that would matter. Sure, but that would matter if I don't know why if we would really, but it would matter if we knew each other, or something, or if we had close friends or something like that. Then that would somehow kind of matter. But since I will never see her again, it doesn't really matter, and there's really no point. The way I thought about it was this was that victory. We both agreed that the game 1 victory was fucking legendary.
Sure.
But then the way I've seen game 2 and game 3 First of all, is like if game 2 and game 3 were like I got like some sort of signal where it was like, holy shit, I really fucked up, then I would have pulled out, no doubt. But I haven't gotten any sort of those signals, honestly. And then game 2 and game 3 are just like the Hail Mary kind of, where it's like, well, she has a boyfriend, but she did do this weird thing where she was probably thinking about it. We're never going to see each other again, so somehow try it again, and then if it doesn't work out, which it probably won't, like 98% chance won't, then all that happens is that you remember that small victory. Like that girl that did the Cuban thing. But why like cut it off? Because if I cut it off before game 2, then there's no way that this story ends anyway cool other than the fact that I won game 1. But like I can't move on from that. How cool would the end of this story be that she leaves this dumbass Argentinian? I'm picturing him as like this guy that's like probably like 26 or 27. He's been working in his job long. He's just getting like out of shape. He's starting to hate his life. He like Argentinians are funny, but I'm sure he's like taking a pessimistic view on life now that he like works all day. And like she just saw me and was like,
this guy's young, full of
vibrant,
life, vibrant. That's a good word. Full of life. Just like hit me with the. I'll just take the Cuban. Like. Let me think about him next time me and my boyfriend have sex.
Then the flip side, yes. Then the flip side is
she's thinking about you when she thinks about stalking.
No. For example, I think what she did all day.
You were going for something totally different, and I think only the YouTubers will see that.
Maybe, dude. I think the YouTubers are gonna have like their own little like Camilo fucking is a madman. Jesus Christ.
The podcasters aren't.
No, I'm saying like everybody. Like everybody's just gonna be like, oh, holy shit.
Dude, this is a great story, and this is great. This is a great podcast. I think I'm gonna name the podcast after this story. But, dude, there's like, I want to say something to you, but I just don't know what's gonna like get through your skull of like, I admire, like I said this already, I admire your persistence and I admire your, like, I would never try this hard for a woman, maybe.
But
I would try hard, maybe.
That's a weird way of putting it, because I haven't done anything, like, all I do, like, especially the third time, all I did was show up to see what she, like, give me, like, a weird, like, goodbye if that's the last time I'll see her, because I think, from what I got from the guy, dude, this is getting kind of weird, because you guys don't get all the details, but from what I got, the little question I asked the guy is, I think he told me that she only works here for a week more. So like this might be like the last time I see her. So the third time I went was just like this weird thing where I just wanted to order a Cuban again, see what she did. For example, that was the test. I ordered a Cuban again and I wanted to see like if she just fucking throws it in there.
Yeah.
Then
what'd she do? What'd she do the second time?
She definitely did, which was like it would have been.
She definitely didn't show.
She definitely didn't like show me her ass and do some like the crazy dance because that would have been crazy. If she would have done that again, I would have even questioned her. Been like, whoa, you just do this all the time.
Yeah.
Like this is a weird thing that I didn't. You ruined my fantasy.
Yeah.
But she was like she was kind of nervous. She like put it in there. She kept on kind of like. She definitely wasn't like looking back like we gotta tell them, but she was just like. Oh man, like he's still there.
Because that interaction was supposed to last a lifetime, and now you ruined it. I'm not even kidding.
So I was like this girl's little like 30-second fucking
love.
Damn.
This woman loved you. This woman emotionally cheated on her boyfriend for you for 30 seconds. And
That's it?
And it was the greatest 30 seconds of her life.
Can we have
and
Friday
then you
evening?
ruined it. And then you showed back up. And you
I don't think I ruined it. I really don't think I ruined it.
Oh, que pasó again?
Oh no.
Dude. We need help on this.
Yeah.
Comment on YouTube, tweet at Robcity Podcast, advice for Camilo, or what you think of this. Like, seriously, like, we hardly ever get DMs or advice, but this is weird. This is definitely a special situation where I don't know if I'm the right person to tell you what to do or what not to do. I'm going to tell you what not to do. See her ever again.
Whoa.
I can't believe that's still in your brain right now.
Dude.
What? Dude?
Nothing else is like on my brain right now.
Dude, move on.
All right.
You're not going to move on.
We will. We'll figure it out.
I need someone to tell you not to go see this one. That you'd actually.
Dude, that's funny that you say that because most of the I assume there. I'm surprised there hasn't been more of that, to be honest. But like My brother's girlfriend was the only one that kind of, I got that vibe where she was like, yeah, but you should, like, if you go see her like a third time and she's weird about it, then definitely don't go back. I was like, yeah, I get that.
You're telling everyone about this girl. You're in love.
Yeah, and then, and then you are the second person where it's been like an adamant like, But other than that, like I've asked girlfriends that I know,
Sure.
I've asked like obviously all the guys that I know, and all of them have been like, go back, dude. You need to go back again and like try out one more shot and like shoot. They all say this stupid like advice
Because they want you to burn it. They want you to freaking crash and burn. Not burn it out, but crash and burn. They want you to crash and burn, Milo. Like, I can't tell you. Like, you know what? I'm going to be one of them. Dude, you got this, bro. Like, she's for sure going to say, fuck her boyfriend, and she's going to go on this date with you. Like, you're not going to look like an idiot. You're not going to get, like, the store security called on you. Dude, you're not going to get banned from this Whole Foods.
I call you fucking running out of it's Royal Blue grocery store. That's what it's
Like,
called.
I don't want to know, dude. Like, I feel like I'm being like an accomplice or something. But no, dude.
She's fine. Okay, you know that she's fine. She's not.
The only thing that will save this whole story, you have to go in and like save, not her, but you have to like save one of her coworkers from a fire. That's the only way you're gonna like redeem yourself.
No,
Because
there's
now
no
you
redeeming.
look
I don't think I
like
fucked
now you
up
look
anything.
like either whoa, this dude like lives around here and loves these sandwiches, or this dude's like coming to see me.
Why is that a big deal?
Because she's already said she has a boyfriend. You already had the one-time flirt thing. And
Never.
now it's just like you're coming to check on her or something. Like, I'm just saying, dude. Like, you're. I think you can't be redeemed unless you like literally look like a hero somehow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not doing that.
I agree. Don't start a fire for this woman and save anyone. Look at me
I'm
when I
not
say
gonna
this.
do
Like,
that. I'm not.
I told them
Let
this
us
is
know.
on record.
Let us know. What you guys
Yeah,
think I
seriously,
should
give
do.
me a little.
Most people
some
have been
advice.
saying I should go back.
Most people are idiots.
No, they just believe.
Dude, I'm done. I'm done with the story just because I have said all I could say.
Okay.
I
It's a good
tried.
story though, right?
It's great. I'm gonna name the episode after it.
Good.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, good for you.
Not bad.
Finding like someone to inspire your romance.
And that's like there's like little things I've taken from it where like got a little off track with just like me going back. Me going back is like this weird whatever. Yeah, you guys can tell me and I'll stop. Like I'm not trying to be creepy. I would love like the first thing I don't want to be is creepy. Like I've
Sure.
tried to like watch every single sign or do anything that like I never want to do that. Like even when I asked her like if she had a boyfriend and she said yes, and I did the thing where I like took it as much as like her being annoyed with me, and I was like, all right, well then I'll just like
Fuck off.
yeah, like I'll stop, like I'll leave you alone basically. I guess I went back Wednesday, but no, the good like the part of the story that like I've taken from is those type of things where it's just like Jesus, she was like.
She got it good, man.
Yeah, like it's that type of thing where that doesn't always happen. So it kind of like
She
gives
don't
you a
wear
different
bra at
perspective
work.
on like, dude, she's awesome.
Damn, dude. I mean, like I said, good for you. You found that. Anyway, that's it for Robcity episode 68. Great episode. Let's
How
do
long
something
did we
special
go?
for 69.
Yeah, we definitely should.
51, probably total 53 maybe. No. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, shouts. Shout out to the
Cuban girl.
Shout out to the Cuban girl. She's not Cuban, is she? She just makes Cubanos?
No, I don't think she's. Oh yeah, she just makes me bummed. I think she's from Austin.
Yeah, probably. Great Spanish speaker. Wow. Anyway, shout out to her. Sorry for Milo's
I think
game
it's,
2 and 3
I think
performance.
I think it's made her weak. Not even only the first moment, like me doing. I think she, even if she was messing with me, which is very good perspective, she still has been like, oh man, like this. Even if that's her thought, like this idiot's just gonna come back and like. he's in love
No,
with me.
what you're saying is like she's thinking, whoa,
I think she's having
I don't
fun
know
with
what I'm doing. Like,
No, how
you
flattering
got her
is
off
that?
her game.
How maybe.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Well, you said
that
weak.
would be dope.
You said weak. What does weak mean to you?
I think she's had a great like week where she's just been like, man, like I just
Wait.
like all I had to do was make this guy his fucking Cuban, and like I made him fall in love with me. She's probably thinking I still got it. She's having fun. Like it might, yeah, but whatever. We'll end it on that.
Interesting.
Let us know what you guys think.
Interesting. We gotta do. The thing is, like, I want to update everyone next week, but I don't want you to go back. So I
Milo
want this
is
story.
in jail, so
I
we
want
needed a new co-host because he got locked up.
Oh god, my
Or what if I get beat up by the Argentinian?
Cuban and Argentina fight.
Colombia.
Oops. See, you got me talking about Cuba,
I can't do
Cubans.
that.
Colombian Argentinians, they like each other. You know
No.
South American politics, don't you?
No, Argentinians. No.
No, don't say it. Can't slander Argentina.
They're really like they're incredibly
Argentina
charismatic
listeners.
and funny and stuff, but they're just like they're
Good for them.
too loud.
A lot of South Americans are charismatic, huh?
Yeah.
I was about to like throw a dig at you all, but I couldn't think of one. Anyway, shout out to Mom and Dad, Mom Ace. Shout out to the Peaky fucking Blinders. Shout out Foster. It was Foster's birthday this past week. Shout out to that's all. Foster's birthday. Shout out to no one else. End of the episode. Bye. Peace.
Peace. Take it easy.
How'd you like that on YouTube? Give us a thumbs up.
Key phrase I'm going to immortalize at Robbie Gonzalez. At Robbie. So at Robbie says, hey, what about a team? At Robbie Gonzalez can't understand your world. Why do you need to impress upon him that he can't understand it? What, dare I say, facing your NFL mortality to the point that you're starting to get a little queasy about it? You have to respond to at Robbie Gonzalez. You have no idea what world I live in, right?